This episode of the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast is brought to you by Groundhog Day is an event, not a business strategy. Are you ready to finally solve those pesky issues that keep holding back your business success and never seem to go away? Embrace the power of the S.P.R.I.N.G formula that unearths the issues and opportunities burrowed beneath the surface, and grow your business so you thrive from your intersection of your brilliance and your passion. Claim your copy today at www.thegroundhogbook.com. Welcome to the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast. Join us as we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who reveal what they are doing to make the world a better place by being part of it. Be sure to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now sit back, lean in, tune in, get your notepad and 2 pens ready, and let's get started.
My name is Adam Homey. I'm your host, and I am honored by your wise decision to tune in and invest in yourself today. Right now, we're speaking with Angelika Canal Christie, who is known as the Magnificence coach for women of a certain age, founder of Prosper on Purpose and the 7 C's of Outrageous Success. She's an international best-selling author and the author of How to Revive Your Relationship, in addition to other books. She's been a champion of women's empowerment for over 25 years. Her core philosophy is that women are the pillars of a new consciousness and must lead the way, and heroic self-love is the unrealized key to happiness, freedom, and prosperity. She has a very compelling story with a lot of details, and I encourage you, if you're not already on it, to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and check out the post where this episode is featured if you're not already there, and you can see the full story in the show notes. So with that, Angelika, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Adam. I'm honored to be here. And
all right.
To your audience.
Yes, I know. We're so excited. It's like, yes. Literally jumping up and down. First question. How does the work you do make the world a better place for your clients, customers, and society at large?
Well, the Dalai Lama said that the Western woman will save the world. I believe that. And because for more than a decade, my motto has been and still is, women are the foundation of a new consciousness and must lead the way, which of course means that women need to stop worrying about themselves, if they're good enough or whatever, but step into their power, step into their purpose. So my clients really find me a champion for their vision and their dream, no matter if it's in their personal life or in business. So it's really of utmost importance that especially women, and especially women of a certain age, understand their role as leaders. And of course, it starts with becoming a leader in your own life, a leader of yourself.
Yeah. So just so that our listeners understand, what is it that you actually do?
Well, I do a lot. I have a certain age myself already, so I have lots of tools in my toolbox. But most of all, I inspire and I influence and empower and educate and facilitate the skills for women who want to up-level their life so that they live, first of all, live and then lead with their charm and beauty and sophistication and worldliness so that they become fascinating. So I help the woman of a certain age who feels trapped in limiting beliefs. And, it's all here, the entrapment. Some women believe they are trapped in a relationship or wherever else, but the entrapment is in their belief system. So I help the woman that feels trapped gain clarity and the courage and the commitment to her dreams so that she can create the second part of her life with conscious choice as the unapologetic and magnificent woman that she really is. So then she can confidently up-level her life with grace, beauty, charm, sophistication, and she becomes fascinating. And that makes her attractive to what she desires.
That is fantastic. So, in your experience, what are some of the most common, frequently asked questions that people have when they're going through their process of deciding to work with you?
The most asked question I usually get is, what makes you the best coach or mentor? Or why do you believe that you are the coach and mentor for me? And then the second question would be, why do you believe that you can help me with my particular challenge or problem? Because the thing is, everybody thinks their problem and challenge is unique. But, it is unique in a certain way, but we all have kind of the same problems and challenges and to overcome. And then they also ask, what makes you unique? What makes you different? And if they haven't figured that out yet, then I tell them that as well. Because
Yeah.
I think I already come across being a little bit different from most. I mean, first of all, I'm not from the United States, so I already have an accent. So I'm European, And then people say very often, well, you are so elegant and you come across so confident and, all of this. So, yes, there are definitely things that makes one uniquely different.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the questions you wish people would ask?
Well, those are actually, I'm actually quite happy when people ask those questions, because that kind of really allows me to tell them what makes me different and why I believe that I am the best coach or the best mentor for them. But let me see what I wish they would ask. Well, if they have asked me everything, I may say, okay, so why haven't you asked me something specific about my personal life? Because I believe that whenever you share something very personal, it's also universal. And it creates a rapport. It creates something that is that is special. That creates a relationship that that exists on a deeper level.
That's fantastic. Now, let's shift gears a little bit and let's discover more about Angelika as a person. What is something that people who know you would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, surprised. I am actually, people see me as elegant and sophisticated and, and all of this. People don't know I am also a rebel. I break rules. I'm a rule breaker. I break rules, excuse me, for love, for justice, for freedom, and to be true to myself. And so I had a very colorful life because of that. But, and so people also see that I'm not only a great coach, but that I also walk my talk, and I believe I am a role model, because that's what you have to be in order to be authentic, and so I hope that I exude also the joy and radiance, the love that I hold and that I have for my clients. And actually, some of my clients say that I treat them like royalty, but love them like family. So that was probably one of the greatest compliments I ever got.
That's great. What do you hope people say about you when you're not around to hear it?
Well, I believe when I'm not around that they say, oh my God, I want what she has. I would like to be like her. I would like to know what it takes to be so confident and to actually incorporate what I would like to hear is that people say she does in her own life what she teaches to others. And I believe that's the most authentic you can be. I would never trust a coach who is a relationship coach but has a mess in her own relationship at home. So I believe you have to do everything for yourself first and try it out and see that it works, and walk your talk, and climb the mountains and fall into the valleys and climb out again, and so that you are prepared to help your clients with the issues that they have.
I agree. So if you could go back in time and change one thing you've done or one thing you've experienced, what would it be and why?
Yeah, that's a great question. And do you know something, Adam? I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything, even though my life was a lot of things. I did a lot of things that people said, maybe you shouldn't have done this. I had an illegitimate child. My greatest pride and joy, even though my father really wanted me to have an abortion. And should I have that abortion? No. I left my marriage in Germany because I fell in love with a man in the Bahamas, my soulmate. Should I have done that? Most people say you shouldn't have left your husband. You shouldn't have done all of that. But I did it, as I said, I'm a rule breaker, but I do it for a purpose. So whatever I have done in my life, I don't think I want to change anything.
That's actually the number one answer we get when we share this question, although there are different takes on it. What famous person, alive or dead, would you like to meet? And if you had the opportunity, what questions would you ask of them?
This is also a question I get very often, and depending of who my audience is, I have some spiritual people or masters that are not with us anymore that I would like to meet and ask them questions. But then I thought, because I help women of a certain age, I help with confidence, I help with, with being authentically you, with breaking rules. So the person that I really would like to meet and have a discussion with, and I believe she was still alive, it's not alive anymore, is Coco Chanel. Chanel. Because she was elegant, but she was also a rebel. I see a lot of her in me. And she was something like a forerunner for women to be independent and wealthy and do their own thing, because she created an empire, right? With her fashion. It was totally different from anything that was out there. And she had a hard time. It wasn't easy for her, but she stuck to her mission, to her passion, to what she believed was important, and her name is so well known.
What motivates and inspires you to keep going when you're having a tough time or facing a challenge?
Yeah, we all have those, right? There's nobody who doesn't have tough times and has challenges. They are actually almost daily, but bigger ones when they are really, those could be what happened in 2020. There could be health challenges. I had some health challenges. And I realized that every time I want to, or I'm about to make a giant leap forward, or I want something that would not only benefit me, but benefit also those that I want to help, something happens that tries to prevent it. And there are a couple of things that makes me going. First of all, this is only my life, only one life I have, and my gift and my gift is not there to be squandered because it's my soul's mandate. It's also, I have 5 children and 9 grandchildren. Number 10 is on the way. So what do I leave? What kind of legacy do I leave for my children and grandchildren? I want them to not only be proud of me, but I want them to see in themselves something that they can maybe get from me. And giving up or letting things go because they became more too difficult is not something that I can agree with.
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations. And second, I know you have an invitation for our listeners, and I'll share that with them in a moment. But in general, right now, what is one action that you would like our listeners to take as soon as they finish streaming this episode?
Well, if anything resonates with your listeners here from what I shared, I want you to take the time and ask yourself some questions. Actually, 3. And the first one is, do I have clarity about who I am and what I want to accomplish in life, in my relationship, in my business? So clarity is number 1. Okay. The second question I want you to ask is, where do I procrastinate and feel anxiety or fear? And what is the first step that I will courageously take so that I can move forward in my goal? So what do I need to take a stand for, a declaration? What kind of declaration do I need to make? And number 3 is, what is the commitment? What is the commitment that I have for myself?
Those who see the video version are seeing there's a big scratch on my hand right now. That is part of the joy of being owned by cats. I mean, you come to wear these things as a badge of honor. I mean, sometimes people show up for these episodes with an eye that's a little bit red, or they got a little bit of a little bit of a bruise, a little bit of an imperfection. But one of the beauties of podcasting is it's a meta form of marketing, and it's when we get to see our humanity that we are best able to connect to others and serve from our intersection of our brilliance and our passion. So now, here it is. Here's the invitation. I encourage everybody to visit your website at angelikachristie.com. There are a lot of resources there, and here's one in particular that I want you to ask for. Now, if you come to our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com, check the show notes, as Angelika has other resources for you. But here's one that I really want you to consider. It's called the 7 C's of Blueprint to Outrageous Success. And there's also an invitation to uplevel your relationship, starting with the relationship you have with yourself. So I will spell this one time for those of you who are out jogging. It's www.angelikachristie.com. That's ANGELIKACHRISTIE.com. And with that, Angelika, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an honor, and believe me, in education.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for tuning into the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast, where we celebrate entrepreneurs, business creators, and brilliant minds who are making a difference for their community, market, and audience. Remember to visit our website at www.brilliancepluspassion.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Brilliance Plus Passion podcast.